Thanks, Trey. What was the problem? Nice one, Snickard. MLO car. Thank you for 4 months. Still on cooldown. Lol. I think John Swift is starting to realise why I was hanging back now. And my next contestant is?
Your next contestant is our finest moderator from the fine country of Belgium and the waffles he absolutely loves. It's Mr. Roman. He's in the red Volvo. Come on down.
I'm sensing a red theme here.
He's the only one, other than myself, that's not in a Scania.
Oh, I suppose somebody has to. Right, this is a good spot to try and find Mr. Vrome. What he means he's still alive. He's died and resurrected many times, but South African. He's like the undead eternal Vrome.
Do you know, I never realised how annoying alt-tabbing out of the game and having your gear shifter not remember where you left it is. How annoying that is. Until
I have to put up with that a lot.
Why, if the controller is still in its place where I left it, does it just pop out of gear? I don't understand.
John, not so swift.
And you wonder why we don't allow doubles.
It overtook me back there. Because I think I was hanging back because the convoy in front was like rubber banding constantly. So I held back, created a gap of like 300-400 meters to try and let it settle down. And he was like, oh, it just overtook me. So I was like, okay. And then I think he realised what was going on. And then coming up the ramp though, he stalled it halfway up.
Well.
Twitch has fixed itself. Yeah, I'm not losing any packets now. Right, I need to pull over and find Mr. Vrome. Yeah, honestly, Grindal, it would cause so many problems if we let double trailers in or heavy haul. It really would. It would be great to have them, but like I say, they require the driver to be a little bit more skilled. Lol, Stalker is now playing Rocket League.
Stalker! I don't know how this stalker thing started. I believe it was all your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault.
I believe I had something to do with it, but I don't recall starting it.
Let's find Mr. Vrome. Yoshi, we need a soundbite for it. We need a soundbite that goes, stalker. My game wishes for 2019. There's no point even having them, Mikbo. We're not going to get them. I have like next level wishes. This could be Vrome. That's a red truck. Is that Mr. Vrome? Yeah, but honestly, L. Phillips, try to think about what a stalker emote would look like. Unless it's like some kind of ninja sleuth. A flying truck sim, right? No, what we need is like a sim where you can, you know, it's like real life. You can exist in a world where you can buy and sell things and create your own virtual truck companies, move goods around, and wait, that sounds familiar. That sounds like a game that I kickstarted. Nah, I was dreaming.
Wasn't there a game that was meant to do that?
No, I was thinking I must have dreamt that.
Oh, sorry, sim, not game, sim.
Yeah, but that's what I'd like. I don't know, Ronald, and I can't check, can I? We need a blame emote. Doyle pointing a finger to the right. What, like Doyle going? Tommy, can you push that one into Discord suggestions? Because that's not a bad one. I may be able to get that one to work. Like Doyle just going.
Wouldn't it be Doyle pointing to the left, so it's blame Paul?
If it points to the left, it always blames yourself, doesn't it? Or if you point it to the right, it's a bit more versatile. I don't know. I mean, it depends how you use it, really.
Yeah, because I suppose if it'll display on the screen as like blame, and then the name of the person that's put the emote.
Yeah. $90, Dry. How about 200, mate?
What about Doyle with his arms crossed and like fingers pointing in both directions? So like, not my fault. Blame everybody else.
It's kind of hard because you're the space restriction. Once you start pointing things out, you run out of room. Dry, I know I got ripped off, mate. What can I do about it, Dry? You got ripped off as well, just to a different degree. I heard there's only like one dev working on it now. All the rest have been sacked. Even the community manager's gone. What an absolute mess. I don't think so, Charlie. I think that game's doomed. I really can't see it ever recovering. Identity muffins. Yeah, I think they've burned all the cash and delivered basically nothing. DK, yeah, the community manager left a few weeks ago. I think he was pushed. I think they sacked him because they've run out of money to pay them. There was have a look for a Reddit post about it. That was there was a Reddit post as well. Reddit, get it? Yeah. Yep, Al Phillips is exactly what they've done. I think so, Jersey. I've not, you know, I'm not even going to bother installing it. I'm going to uninstall it, write off that money, and if one day I hear that it's actually good, which I really don't expect will happen, then I'll install it again. That was one of the most mismanaged projects ever. They have burned their money through and just delivered nothing. Uh-oh. What's going on here then?
So...
Welcome back, Snickered. I backed $200, Migma. $200 so I can have like a virtual house. I think it was a motorbike and a car, a couple of $1,000 of in-game cash. $200. What did they deliver after like nearly 3 years? A buggy town square that you could walk around. Like, well done. Identity will be a massively multiplayer online experience.
Did you actually install it and play it then?
Say again?
Did you actually install it and play it then?
I tried to play it. If you remember on day one, it kept crashing, so they released a patch on the game to stop you from starting it, which is the one of the best day one patches I've ever known.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
No, I'm serious.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. People started it and it crashed, so they kept starting it and crashing, so they released a patch that stopped the thing from starting, so it just bugged out straight away. Then fixed it over the next 48 hours and then released a patch so you could start it. It was hilarious. Honestly, I've never seen such a mess in my life.
Wow.
How do you patch to prevent it from starting? Yeah, it started up and just quit.
I genuinely didn't know that. I knew that Whiteland was having problems with it, but...
Oh, No Man's Sky was a quality release compared to this. At least No Man's Sky had content. Well, unfortunately, Shoot Bandits, if you back a game on like Kickstarter, you effectively, you're basically gambling. That's what you're doing. You're gambling your money. It's not, Charlie. An investment is not the same. This is pure and simply a gamble. You look at what they say they'll do and you put your money down and hope they'll do it. Tero, I honestly feel the same about Star Citizen. I dropped $200 on that. Actually, I think I dropped $100 on Star Citizen. And then kept getting these emails, oh, we're releasing this new spaceship, we're releasing this new thing. Dropped some more money on it. And thought, hang on a minute. I'm buying these virtual ships. And I don't actually have a game yet to play in. And then I kept getting more emails going, we've released some more virtual ships. And you're like, no, I'm done here. I'm not spending any more money until I can actually use the stuff that I've paid for. And right now, I'm just waiting for the game to be playable. Oh, the scope creep is ridiculous. Why Fanatec and not Logitech? I'm not using Fanatec gear, it's Thrustmaster. Oh, there's John Swift. Looks like he nipped in for some fuel. Looks like John Swift nabbed a bit of fuel.
Yep. Big fuel tanks and fuel tank planning for the win, huh?
Yep. I mean, I know people don't read it, but the next invite should say minimum 700 litres in your tank.
I think the next invite we send out, we put no words in it and see if it's more effective. Not that I'm cynical, bitter, or twisted in any way, shape, or form.
The invite should have a link for you to click. This is how we do it, right? The invite should have a link that takes you to another Google form, that takes you through a series of steps, which has the same information as the email, but basically it has a bunch of things that you have to read, and at the end it will show you the link to Discord, and that way, there's no possible way you could have got that link unless you went through every page of that form. Now, if you say, I didn't read it, you're lying because you pressed next a number of times and then clicked on the link.
I kind of like that. I think that's a possible plan.
Yeah, because in there it can put simple statements like, make sure your truck has 700 litre tank in it. Okay, done.
I like it. I like it a lot.
And that way I don't have to send out a big email. I can just send out a link to a form.
Yeah.
And say, here you go, you're invited, click this link and read through stuff.
Yeah, I think that could work.
That's a win. That's what we're doing next time.
Done. There you go. So for the 1,091 people in chat right now, they have the inside scoop of how the next convoy is going to...
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. Right, who's my next contestant?
Your next contestant is a lovely individual who come all the way from the fine shores of Wales, Mr. Daniel White. He will be frequenting your beautiful ensemble with a dark blue Scania. That's
Daniel White, surely.
Oh, sorry, Daniel White.
And surely that Scania should be white.
Well, look, if you've got issues with the admins, make them fill out the form.
You're not in Discord, Tommy. Oh dear. Oh well, ask a mod to post it for you. Well, the next convoy, Avalia, will likely be at the start of April for yachts. John Swift broke down, or stopped on the other lane with his hazards on. Oh no, he's just decided to pop in behind me, I think. I'm not entirely sure what he was doing, I just think he wanted to be on the screen with me, so he dropped back a group.
You know we have ways of dealing with that sort of thing, don't we?
Yeah, well I'm about to drop back a group again, so he's going to be a bit upset now. I don't know, his name keeps appearing in front of my screen and things keep happening, that's all I'm saying. He's the only one so far that's overtook me. Unfortunately, if you start messing around, the next convoy invite that goes out, you know? Let's look for Daniel White. I don't know, mechanic, but we'll have a look. We shall have a look. This could be him, Mr. Blue Truck. Oops. Nearly. Because I don't need it, Ronald. When I'm in a straight line like this, I just disable track IR. Then when I come up to a point where I need to turn, I just re-enable it like that. But it means I can like move my head and read chat, and it's not messing up the view. So it's just easy for you guys. Mr. Roadwolf, 3 years, bro. Just noticed the purple button. Thanks for 3 years of time of fun. It's the best community on Twitch. Thank you very much. Happy anniversary. It sounds familiar. Ram someone in front of me and constantly dropping back and speeding past the mechanic. Yeah, I think I remember that incident, but like you, I can't remember if that was the name. I don't know.
So, 20 guesses. Who do you think you've got behind you? And it's not Train Sim Fan, obviously.
If it's not Train Sim Fan and it's not John Swift, then I don't know.
You don't know. It's that Spezzy importer.
What, Mr. Baz?
Mr. Baz.
What's he doing behind Daniel White? I thought he was Vrome's tailgater.
Oh no, things change, Paul. That was totally Route 1. You know, we're modern times, we're Route 2.
Fair enough. Shiny icon there, Roadball. What's going on here then? Why are we stopping? Slam the brakes, Dave. What do I think about next-gen graphics mods? You mean for this game? I don't personally find I need them, you know. I think the engine's come a long way since over the last couple of years. I'm quite pleased with the way it looks. Just the bloom is the only real problem. I like a mod that reduces the bloom down. I think so, Presley. Why does my trailer have a German ridge? I have no idea, Buzz. Nice chrome wheels. Dark Wolf, of course you can. You had a word with your boss. We're going to try put a tipped truck on its wheels. Again, using a rotator truck. It's a training place. I think it depends where that would be. I just noticed if I say that's actually your name. I think it depends where it is. A lot better and a lot faster mechanic with DX11. Lincolnshire. That's not too far, I guess. Maybe we'll have a word with them, maybe when the weather's nicer in spring. I wouldn't want to be doing that in winter. Caligas, this is a farm sim controller. It's plastic and not worth £120, but it's very useful. Oh boy.
Have you got used to using it yet?
Oh, I'm totally used to using it now.
It's convenient, especially I think it's more convenient for trucker than it is for farmer, if anything.
It's just convenient button box. Oh, it's a huge amount of work, mechanic. Lots. It's a massive amount of work to go from 9 to 11. A lot of code changes, a lot of testing. It's a big piece of work. But they need to do it because DX9 is about to support is going to be stopped by Microsoft for it. So if they don't move now, they're going to be in trouble later. You think that should be their slogan? Not worth 120 quid, but very useful. Nah, that's too honest. That's too honest for marketing. They would never say that. No, I didn't, President. What happened? How many USB ports would I need to use for the wheel stick and button box? This is 1. My shifter is 1. My Almar is 1. And my wheel is 1. That's 4 USBs. Could use a controller to edit video. It's completely mappable. So anything that can read a game controller will see those buttons. And axes. So I don't know if your editor can do that. I use a USB hub, Connor. I have a USB hub on my desk over there. And 3 of them plug straight into the USB hub and the wheel goes into the computer. Ajax, because most people don't buy a shifter for trucking.
So am I correct in thinking that you only have your push to talk on your mouse now, then? With all your setup?
At the moment I do, yeah.
Yeah, so can you do dual input bindings on Discord now, or is that not a thing?
Yeah, you can multi-bind. I mean, you can have your Xbox controller and your wheel and your mouse, whatever you want. Your keyboard as well.
Just figured that you must have a spare button on that button box.
Oh, on the button box I do, yeah. I just haven't mapped a button.
I suppose it's not very often you use a button box and a push to talk.
Correct. And generally don't drive and on chat with someone.
Yeah.
I was totally reading chat when that happened. Press the imaginative brake pedal.
I'd love to be able to take screenshots as you drive along.
Hey?
I'd love to be able to take screenshots as you drive along.
You can in Steam.
No, I didn't think that worked.
Of course it does. Just press the button to take a screenshot as you do with Steam. It works fine.
It says before making screenshots you have to stop your truck.
Let me try it.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh no, you're right. They've obviously disabled that.
Yeah, so I don't know whether you... Yeah, I don't know whether you could remap the screenshot button.
Well, I have remapped the screenshot button, so it's just picking up on the fact it's a Steam event.
Wow.
However, if you run OBS at the side, you can map a button in OBS to take a screenshot instead.
Yeah, but that would be very complicated for me to do, considering I'm not using OBS at this point in time.
It would now. Or you can just get OBS, hit record, and record the whole thing locally, and then you can take a screenshot anywhere later.
Yeah, but I'd have to seek permission off the boss to get that. Oh, wait!
I'm not saying you're recording it for YouTube.
Agreed.
Oh,
I just think you'd be interested to see all the stuff that kind of happens at the back here with me.
Yeah, shadow play, you can do it. Old school print screen. Wow. That only puts it in the buffer, it doesn't save it. Guys, what time am I meant to be changing group here? It feels like I've been driving for a while.
Probably about now.
Who is the next contestant?
Your next contestant is that lovely Stormworks possible expert of Mr. Jack.
Captain Jack Rar.
Captain Jack Rar. And he's in a light blue Scania.
Okay. A leaky. Tam O'Shanter love. Alright, Leaky. Thank you for the bit. I need to find somewhere to drop back a group now. Well, hello. We're looking for a light blue Captain Jack. Wow, the lag. Holy cow. That's a light blue truck. That's a Captain Jack.
Even in the MP admin colour scheme.
Evo Captain Jack. A lovely Wedgwood blue. I like that. What were the hazards for then, Jack? Slowing down. Hey, floating fatman. Need to keep momentum going here. Network 17 with half a year. Thanks to the great streams. Thank you for half a year. That's fine, floating fat man. Not a problem, bro. I hope your missus is getting better. ED, I like the way you try to force that at the end of that sentence. Across the EU, yay. Oh no, floating fat man, dude, I'm so sorry. So sorry to hear that. Mr. Steerall, 32 months. If it wasn't for that squirrel cap, I would have thought I was watching Richard Branson. Nice facial hair. Yay, 32 months and Merry Christmas to you and your family. Look, there's only one good-looking one between me and Richard Branson, and it ain't Richard Branson. Let's be clear about this, Steerall. Richard has rockets. Oh yeah, I mean he's got a lot more money than me. Did you watch that video where they they took the Virgin Galactic to out at like the edges of space for the first time.